Once upon a time, there was a young man named Ryokan who always felt bad about himself. He had done some stupid things in his life, and he couldn't get over them. He would often remember those times and feel ashamed and embarrassed. He would shudder every time, and he couldn't stop regretting his actions. He was always afraid that people were still looking down on him for his mistakes. He would frequently imagine what they were saying about him, and he would feel even worse. This constant self-criticism and doubt made it hard for Ryokan to enjoy his life. He was always stuck in the past, and he couldn't move forward. One day, Ryokan was walking in the forest when he met a wise old man. The old man noticed the sadness on Ryokan's face, and he asked him what was bothering him. Ryokan told the old man about his foolish decisions, and how he couldn't seem to forgive himself. The old man smiled and said, "We all make mistakes, Ryokan. It is part of being human. The important thing is to learn from your mistakes and move on. Don't let the past stop you from living your life fully." Ryokan replied, "But I already know that well, and I always remind myself of that. But the embarrassment is hard to fade away, especially when I think about what people think of me. I am such a dumb person." The old man kindly said, "I understand how you feel. I used to be like that too. But then I realized something. Most people like you are now are just too busy worrying about their own mistakes and their own thoughts to even care about ours." "What do you mean?" Ryokan asked. "You see," the old man said, "most people are too preoccupied with their own miserable thoughts and endless self-pity, self-hate, and senseless monologues. What I mean is that people really don't have time to waste on you or anyone else, as they are already constantly wasting their own time on their own follies, like what you have been doing to yourself all along." Ryokan mumbled, "Aha," and the old man continued, "Come here, listen to me well." Then he asked Ryokan, "Tell me, when was the last time you judged somebody because of some silly things they did in the past?" Ryokan paused for a while and said, "I can't really remember." Then the old man added, "See what I mean? You are so busy with yourself. They too are so busy with themselves. People don't really care about anyone's silly things in the past." Ryokan was dumbfounded by the old man's words. He never thought of it that way before. Indeed, most people were too busy worrying about their own lives to care about his or anyone else's. Ryokan walked away, feeling lighter and happier than he had in a long time. He knew that he would never forget the lesson that the old man had taught him. He would no longer let his past mistakes hold him back. From that day on, Ryokan stopped worrying about what other people thought of him, and he started to focus on living in the present moment. He started to practice self-compassion, and he learned to forgive himself for his mistakes. In summary, the moral lesson of the story is that we often judge ourselves too harshly. We obsess over the silly things we've done in the past, and we worry that others are judging us for them. But the truth is, most people are too busy worrying about their own mistakes to care about ours. When we overthink our past mistakes, we're essentially hurting ourselves. We're creating a self-fulfilling prophecy by believing that others are judging us, when they're probably not even thinking about us at all. So the next time you find yourself overthinking a past mistake, try to remember this. Everyone makes mistakes. It's what makes us human. So instead of punishing yourself, try to learn from your mistakes and move on. And if you think you like this kind of content, you can subscribe or follow me anytime for more, or you can share it to your friends and loved ones. Thank you for dropping by.